Hi everyone, it is She Loves Four Wheels, or Naomi Salgado, whichever one you know me as. Today I want to talk about the things that are wrong with this car. So right off the bat, people are like, oh, your car's done, cool, okay, what are the gremlins? Now, the last time I made a video, I talked about how I had an alignment issue. Well, that's all fixed. It's all good and dandy. Now I'm finding other things, nothing serious, and they're things that I can definitely wait to fix, but there are some things that are on my to-do list. First off, I have a squeak. For those of you who have been around my car, been in my car, or know me at all, you know the squeak has been driving me nuts. It's louder in volume as the RPMs increase. So let's say first to second, as I'm shifting and then drops down, it gets loud and then quiet. Doesn't matter if the clutch is in or out. Doesn't matter about like temperature or whether it's raining or dry out. It doesn't matter about that. It's just very temperamental when the squeak decides to come on or come off. And it's been driving me crazy because I've had so many people look at it. No one can figure it out. Everyone's puzzled by it. It does get louder when I pitch the car to the right side versus the left. I need to take it to a shop and just have someone who's a professional look at it because obviously I have no idea what I'm doing. Next issue, my two front axles have been creaking for a few weeks now, maybe even a few months, and I know I need to replace them, but the thing I've been working on figuring out is what year axle I need. So with this swap car, it's just such a Frankenstein. It's hard to, so like this car will still confuse me even though I swapped it. It's confused me in the sense of I have to do a lot of research about what year I'll need. So I need to just measure the spindle size, but I need a garage and tools to do that, so that's a whole nother story. But the axles have begun to start popping kind of, and it's not bad. I've had a few people riding it and they're like, oh no, that's not terrible. But I mean, I would like to get it addressed sooner rather than later. Next thing, third thing, fuel issues. So whenever I take my car to fill up, it clicks off. It is so frustrating, and here in Oregon, people pump your gas for you. So they hate me. They really hate me. And I hate myself too because of it. The reason being is my fuel return line is not hooked up in my car. Like, second the pump registers that fuel's coming up, it clicks off, and the car's not venting properly. So I need to get that hooked up, but again, garage tools, you kind of need them. Fourth thing, I have a little tiny oil leak that started on the top of my block, kind of near the intake manifold, and I have no idea where it's coming from because if I'm honest, this car is pretty nasty and I need to get it cleaned up to know where it's coming from. But my oil level is like, it's negligible. Like, you can't even tell that there's a leak anywhere. It just kind of bothers me because I want to know where it's coming from and I want to address it. So at some point I need to clean up the block and figure out where that leak is coming from. Fifth thing, my transmission is funky. It's been kind of hard to get it into gear. Sometimes, like first gear, sometimes I have to kind of force it into gear, and it's hard because I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. And at first I thought I needed to change out my fluid or something, but I talked with a buddy of mine who knows a lot about cars, and if gears are hard to put into, if they're hard to get into gear, or if you're kind of having to force it, they're not really, fluid isn't really going to change that. So that's not what I need to do about that. And my fourth gear grinds. It's been pretty bad. I don't know if it's age. I don't know anything about transmissions really, so I've recently started researching what's going on with that. When I'm really hard driving it, fourth gear is just grinds every time. And it's a little frustrating and it's a little embarrassing because you're like, I swear to God I can drive, it's just my transmission. They're like, sure. So that's the 5 things I have written down, at least for now, who knows. But yeah, they're not terrible. My car still runs, it's still reliable, and it's not like just gonna randomly stop working. However, they're things that bother me and that I would like to address sooner rather than later. So there you go, 5 things. My car isn't perfect. It looks good in photos, but it's not even close to being perfect.